we have this bet going.
What is it?
It's whoever sells the most, like her table versus my table. So if you guys can please come to my table and buy, or if you see something you like at her table, pick it up and bring it to my table and put it on my table and be like, hey, how much is this? And it counts.
There's no bet, but...
There's a bet. It's whoever makes the most money per table. And so I really need you guys' help.
So if you see all these wrestling figures over here...
Oh, no.
To come and purchase them from me. Because
the wrestling...
it's on my side of the table.
The wrestling figures don't count.
Guys.
The wrestling
like
figures...
and subscribe.
Wrestling
Bye.
figures don't count.
Yeah, they do.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's gonna be a super busy week because we have toy show this Saturday, and this time my wife came in the room and stomped her foot and said, I want my own table. And I was like, okay, well, we've only ever done one table. What do you got 2 tables for? And she's like, never mind, I want 2 tables. So we got 2 tables set up for the first time ever. Now, we've had 3 tables at our first toy show, but that was Jeremiah. So we expect to be really busy tomorrow. Probably won't be filming anything tomorrow because we're going to have a lot to take care of. We hope it's going to be busy. Check it out, guys. Last year's October 21st show, we'll show you a little bit and then we'll bring you back for the full tour of our setup. All right, guys, it's the wife and I having to do a voiceover because I screwed up the audio. This is 2023 October, and there's the waterfall setups that we have.
And you can see me slightly standing behind the table because he's always usually in front and I'm behind. There he's making it look like he's shooing a woman.
No, Raiders of the Lost Ark, we traded that to a vendor for a love bug RC, and I was able to actually do some walking around in this toy show. That's the single table that we have. That's the other side. And
you can just kind of see why we like this toy show so much, because it does really draw a crowd. And lots of different vendors with lots of different stuff.
Yeah, and I wanted that Temple of Doom. This guy was the animator to
there you go, Clay Hall.
Simpsons. He was an animator for Simpsons, I think.
Among other things, probably.
So this was behind the booth. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, that's my POV.
And I haven't had an island flavor Rockstar in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, looking back, it's not hugely impressive compared to what we have. That's how you look all the way down. There's all the vendors. The table, we're at the end.
So this is also a good reminder of kind of what we have to look forward to as now being 2 tables setting up along a Long Island.
And there's a $100 sale to a guy who bought a Millennium Falcon with some loose figures, and he was happy. And I thought maybe you could, I'd leave this in and you could mouse the words and say what I need to say.
Oh, I have not prepared a speech.
My husband is super handsome. Oh, I wouldn't say that.
That doesn't sound like my voice at all.
Right.
I've really got to go blow my nose.
So what I was saying is my wife farted over there and I have to get all the way over here to get away from it.
You lie.
So at that toy show, who was there? Who was the wrestling figure? Honky Tonk Man or?
Yeah,
Honky Tonk Man. We wanted to sell this VHS, hoping somebody would want to
have him sign it.
But no one bought it.
A lot of lookers. A lot of people liked it.
But you also had to pay for his signature and get in line.
Yeah.
And we actually still have that. I think we're taking that to the toy show. Here is a repeat customer of ours. We didn't get the audio, but thank you. She bought our American...
Nope. Babysitters Club.
Babysitters Club, yeah.
Yeah, we found those in Oregon.
Second go around. She saw them last year. Hi guys, we'll see you at the toy show. I'll bring those My Little Ponies because I know you're always threatening to buy them. So I'll call your bluff this Saturday.
You gonna bring the My Little Pony comic books for her too?
Yeah, I have to bring all the comic books.
Oh, he was trying to be Rico Suave there? What was that?
Wife farted again, so I had to get out.
You shut up. You stop it.
So there's some of the horror VHS stuff we got. So all those are gone. All those are gone except for Don't Go in the House. I sold Sleepaway Camp for $100 on eBay. Mutilator's gone.
Bragging.
Toxic Avengers, $60 on eBay. And here's the reveal. We did buy something that year.
We buy something every year.
No, we didn't buy anything last time we went.
Yeah.
What did we buy? I don't remember. So 2023 was the year of the Muppets, and so we got Animal and Dr. Teeth. And then this is a walk around.
Because he farted.
I have to get away from the booth. There's just too much farting going on.
Stop it.
Told you, don't eat the nachos.
We have never eaten the food there.
Yeah, I don't eat the food there.
We don't have time.
A lot of Black Series guys this year.
That year.
I wouldn't. I feel sorry for anybody who went heavy into Black Series. But you can tell it's a lot of mom and pop stuff, right? You just tell by the looks of it. You got some really cheap toys there, and then you got a nice Spider-Man, and then you got some video games. So you never know what you're going to get at this toy show.
See, that's about... We will have room, maybe. Sorry, I'm also paying attention to how these tables are set up, just so I can kind of mentally prepare.
There was a lot of Funko Pops there that year.
That's in between the two aisles.
And then they weren't there last time.
Oh, no, they weren't. But, oh my gosh, I was so distracted by all those lunch boxes. He had some good ones. I don't think I bought anything from him that year.
No, I didn't see any lunch boxes I would buy from him, although there was some good 70s.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I did.
He had some really obscure lunch boxes from the 70s.
Yeah.
And then some toys that smelled noticeably old. You could smell these toys.
Look at Fred Flintstone. Was that Barney Rubble, too?
Yeah.
He had some cool stuff, some cool vintage toys.
I didn't notice this. This guy has a table on top of a table.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. I just noticed that watching this video.
Yeah, I thought he was the one that would have had, the grid... The thing that went all the way across.
I've bought from this guy before at the Epic Toy Show. My wife doesn't like him because she thinks he's overpriced, but it is what it is. He's a hustler. You gotta respect the hustle. He's gotta make some money too.
I just can find a better deal at a different table.
And then there's just some different stuff at this toy show.
Look at that little indie bust.
Some Star Wars Legos, IG-88, mock-up with Grogu. And a table full of Black Series, guys. Disney's gone downhill and so has the value.
Look at those Lego.
Yeah, I was looking for Legos and horror Funko Pops at this time.
You weren't looking for Legos.
For you! I don't care about Legos. Lots of Funko Pops.
See, you got me saying Legos
No.
Stop it. Lego.
It's Legos. It's the Beatles. Those are very, very colorful.
Yeah, they are. What else was that? Oh, Power of the Force.
And you'll see in the video, you want to sell to all types, including elderly people, because they do come to these shows.
What are you talking about? You're elderly. But
okay. So a mix of old and new. Die-cast,
which I think
board games, Funko Pops.
What we have found works for us is to have a good mixture.
Now, see, if I was selling this stuff, it would all be standing up.
Yeah, but we're also not just strictly a Star Wars table. We sell all different types. That's I think what
Diamond Select. I love these figures.
Yeah, you do.
I love the packaging.
You're such a sucker.
I'm not a huge Marvel guy, but man, I was like,
how much did that sticker say?
I don't know. I can't afford it.
Look at those Legos.
Look at those Legos. And then you just get a table of some figures and more Funko Pops and lounge flies. Very popular combination. Those big boxes. Gotta stop it. No one wants big box Funkos.
Says this guy who's invested in some wrestling ones.
They're wrestling, okay? It's different. And then, you just tell this is flea market type stuff.
It's very interesting when, people use, their bins to display.
I just wanted to go back and check the posters. They were legit. He wanted $80 for that, I think. almost pulled the trigger. And then comic books. The one thing that I really want to do this year is just, just crawl through a bunch of comic book boxes, but can't.
Yeah, we basically, the name of the game would be to hurry up, get our stuff completely set up so that we have time to walk around before the doors open.
There's a lot of comic books here. I'm going to be selling a Conan lot of comic books. Those are the special edition Star Wars. We've sold those.
Yeah, because that's usually the nice thing.
And then, look, I found a box of Creepy. Look, I already like that stuff, and I got some for sale. I might keep them and just buy all these Creepies.
What?
Creepies. There's a Honky Tonk Man. Here's the elderly women standing in line for the Honky Tonk Man, because they probably remember the day.
Stop it.
They remember the day. They probably had some fond memories of the Honky Tonk Man back in the 80s. Just saying, they could be fans. That's all I'm saying.
Well, obviously, if they were standing in line, but I don't think they were standing in line. You were just walking behind them.
Funko Pop for days. If you guys like Funko Pops.
There's usually 2, maybe 3 vendors for sure that are strictly...
See, this is how you display toys. You stand them up. You don't lay them down. It's just my opinion.
Well, yeah, that's your opinion. People can display however they want. Look at your finger just entering in.
Well, look at that Joker, $200. That's nice. That was a nice thingy in. This is our old spot, and they've changed it around a little bit. They actually put some space in the middle so you could have some racks in the middle. I just feel like you just waste a lot of space if you just lay your toys down. And then our old toy neighbor. What's his name? Diggin' Mint Collectibles.
Gonna say.
I think his name is Diggin' Mint Collectibles from Prescott.
Hey, sorry about that.
Nice. All right. And he has a lot of nice box G.I. Joe. Just some good retro
Digging
toys.
in Time.
Digging in Time.
Mm-hmm.
Collectibles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We follow each other on the socials.
Yeah, I want to take a road trip up to Prescott. Now the weather's getting nice.
Have that AT-AT box. Didn't buy it there, but I have it.
I was gonna say
this corner just seemed a little bit more flea markety.
Oh my god! Stop it.
And there's your Disney VHS. No, I'm not trying to pick on anybody. I mean, like, I'm not talking about that or
about
that.
Your opinion.
But like this right here, look at those old dolls.
They're there every time.
And then you have this table right here. Interesting. I hope you got that table for free. And then here's the doll lady.
They don't ever do free tables.
Here's the doll lady. She gives me the nastiest looks because I have a Jane doll that she wants, and I told her it's $80. Thundercats. You can get some Thundercats at Target. $35, guys. They're Super 7 re-released. Kermie. Lots of die-cast. Again, I think a grid wall would work here. But if you also just have a table option, die-cast waves seem to work.
Yeah, because not everyone can afford.
But how many tables is that? It looked like 4 tables of die-cast. That's like $400, right?
Correct.
And then I thought that was weird. Eminem as a
Why didn't you buy that for me?
Eminem?
Yeah.
No.
It's a Michigan boy.
I don't care. Just because it's from Michigan. And then our buddy from Toying Around Collectibles. I like him. He likes me. Too bad the sound didn't work because he said some really nice things about me, but not about you. Yeah. There he is, Toying Around Collectibles. Follow him. He's got a cool store. He started out just selling at flea markets, and now he's got his own toy store. He's my hero. Oh, looky what we got here.
What?
Jurassic Park Funko. Didn't you buy that for me? The park vehicle? Didn't you buy that for me? You bought that for me, didn't you?
I don't remember.
I have it.
Yeah.
You bought it. You went and bought it. And then I think this guy, he creates his own action figures, but I don't think they're licensed.
How come you didn't buy that for me?
Because it's not licensed.
I don't care.
I mean, if I was going to buy anything, I'd get the Michael Jackson, but...
Well, it's not about you all the time.
Goblin's Groove.
How
Custom
come you did
action.
not buy me Marty McFly?
I didn't think... He wasn't to scale, honestly. He needed to be like an inch shorter to accurately reflect how short Michael J. Fox is in real life.
You are so...
The best shirt. That was voted the best shirt at the toy show. Believe it? You believe it?
No.
And there's my mom. She scared me. And there's Ray. He's getting ready to purchase all the Transformers.
Ray, you're buying that whole table?
Not that table.
Because of
I
that.
was contemplating on what I was going to tell the guy and how I can purchase everything at one time.
And Mom wanted it. She wanted a Bumblebee. If it's yellow, she wants to buy it. Oh, that's where you farted, dude. You grabbed your ass and you farted?
No.
Oh, it's just your phone?
I was buying Whatnot at the same time as trying to...
Here's the table. Yeah.
Minus the Legos. I didn't buy the Legos because we already have it.
So you bought that guy's whole table plus what was underneath the table.
He had a bin with some miscellaneous stuff I don't really need. And actually all that stuff is still in a box out in the garage. Didn't even go through it.
Wow.
And there's Mom adding her 2 cents. Like, I want the Voltron. I want the Voltron.
Right here's where I started pointing.
You should have got that Voltron. That looks like a nice... You got that Voltron, isn't it?
No, I have that one.
Yeah, you bought it from this guy?
Yeah, I still bought it though.
They're coming out with a new Voltron movie with Henry Cavill. Not lying. New Henry Cavill Voltron. Look it up.
If you look at I just pulled my phone out because I was on Whatnot, bidding on something too, on Whatnot at the same time.
So how much did you buy that table for?
I bought that whole table, but that whole table I purchased, I believe I paid like $895 for it.
Wow.
And it was a good score because a lot of it I had.
Now this is our setup. Right? All right, we'll start with the misses. So to briefly show you guys, this is an 8-foot table starting here down to here, right? And this is our first 8-foot table. So this is what an 8-foot table looks like, right? So we're only working off a 6-foot table right now for her little mock-up, but there's going to be 2 extra feet.
Because we're missing, because he bogarted my 4-shelf little unit. So that's about 2 feet. And one of those will be here. And we'll house all my Legos that are in boxes down here that I have to set up. But I'll probably still have a little bit of room to left over to play with some stuff. These 2 things will go in front. So I've got my minifigs. These are the less expensive, ranging from $3 to $9. So I'm kind of cascading them and separated out by price and working on that still. Up here, I'm still working on the display. This will be $10 and up minifigs. So right now they're kind of just in their baggies. Then the last 2 of my Star Wars sets from that big haul.
Oh yeah, because we sold a bunch to a guy off of Facebook Marketplace, but we didn't get it on camera, so...
Well, he had a little kid, so it was for his son.
Yeah, it was for his son. And these are the only ones we have left from
that big haul. Well, it's not the only, but there's just a few left in there, but this is of the big ships. So those will be there. Then I've got...
And that's Kylo Ren's.
No, this one is Kylo Ren's command shuttle. And this is... I don't know how to pronounce that first name. I always say
Krennic's Imperial
Shuttle.
Okay.
So, and they're ships only. So
it's newer Star Wars Disney.
From 2015, 2016. And then we've got some of the lunch boxes, which some of this might move to the other shelving. That's why I'm waiting. I get that in tomorrow.
It's behind G.I. Joe.
We've got Transformers. I've got Jetsons, 101 Dalmatians. Things we've decided we're no longer keeping.
Yeah, so we were going to go down this road with NECA's Ben Cooper's masks. And they just didn't release them like they were supposed to, or there was some kind of issues. So we got the first two, and then you were supposed to get like more down the line, Frankenstein the Mummy, but what they ended up actually coming out with was Gremlins and Aliens. And
I think you had to buy these. These sold out really quickly online.
yeah,
I just happened to find these in Walmart. Oh, that's why I picked them up, thinking that there would be other ones to come down the pipeline.
But the Dracula and Witch have already doubled in price from when we picked them up a few months ago.
Yeah, so we've got some vintage She-Ra Princess of Power figures, some vintage Gem and the Holograms dolls with no clothing, then Gem and the Hologram dolls with clothing. Some vintage glassware, as well as some of the thermoses.
There's Goonies, Empire Strikes Back, Muppets, Return of the Jedi, Snoopy. These guys are pretty cool because these are vintage Halloween decorations from
1988.
From the 80s, yeah.
Yeah, they all say 1988. Picked these up in Savers, and I sold a couple last year, and these are just what I have that's remaining. Got those, and then this is Scott's Hall.
This is our
consignment.
Consignment of wrestling figures from the early 2000s when Jakks Pacific started doing what was called their real scan, where they would scan the faces of each of the actual wrestlers. And like, for example, Eddie Guerrero limited edition, he's since passed away. Now we have, a $100 action figure here. So these are all on consignment. I have a list, an inventory list, and then we're going to then just get a cut of what we sell. But there you guys see right there, real scan. In an effort to provide the greatest possible likeness, they actually scan their faces. And this is the first time companies were doing this. You had some really good likenesses. There you see Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he's had these in boxes, Applejack boxes, in his attic for the past 20-some years. There's the Applejack boxes over there, and we've just since priced them out. He's got some really good rare double packs that we have right here. We're also testing this. This is the first time we're ever using this little rack system.
This grid wall. And we're getting some bigger hooks today because we realized these 6 inches, we could probably use a little bit more.
And then we have one signed from Mankind. We don't have a COA, but, I don't have any, he has a picture and no need, I trust him. The other 3-pack. So we're really testing out this grid wall. We're really excited about that. So on top of the 2 tables that we're using, this is the first time we're actually using a grid wall. And so we're really excited to have that because we've had other, on-card toys that we've struggled.
Amazon Prime Day for that.
We struggled to sell and display, so that's going to be great. So this is going to be my full mock-up of the toy show, and I bogarted this rack system because it actually keeps toys in here from falling out, and on the back as well. So you have this and this to keep toys from falling out in the back. And it's a little bit smaller and more reachable, more sturdy than the Alpha racks or the home systems that I got from Home Depot. But we just fill it as best we can, and we have a complete Darth Vader that is working. I don't even have that, so we're going to be selling that. We fill the shelves with as many toys as we can. Michael Jordan, some Rolling Stones. It reminds me, I actually have a couple action figures I still need to put out here with the $100 ones. Hellboy, Sad to See You Go. Also another line that I am giving up on because I'm not going to fulfill it and I need to make room for stuff you'll see in the future. But the Monster line, a very good line. A very cool line that you got to chase at Ross last Christmas. My first time I'm doing comic books, and I'm being just very, very direct. Conan, hack and slash, that's it, right? And then you're going to come here and you're going to get Vader, Mask, Thrawn, and Kanan.
Where's the My Little Pony and the Gem and the Holograms?
They're in there, but I'm not going to.
Advertise?
They're listed. Somebody asks. And then I got these on the front. The Wolverine versus Deadpool, the Batman annual from #1. Single issues that I want to get rid of because I only have 1 or 2 of them versus complete series. I'm back with the horror. You've probably seen it, but we have a Return of the Living Dead Thorn first pressing, Thorn EMI HBO video. That means that is the very first release, and it was a rental as all of these Thorn VHS were. Creepshow, Salem's Lot, and some other spare parts. A sealed version of Motel Hell, Don't Go in the House. And then we also are using these clear trays. These are really helpful to move stuff around. So for example, I have a clear tray of cards, so if somebody wants to, they could just pick up this tray and look at the sets of cards that we have for sale. There is your waterfall display where you start high and kind of just fall to the floor with toys. So we actually use this case that we're using for Legos. These cases were built for Legos, right? So
They were built for shoes and purses.
Oh, shoes and purses.
Yeah.
Well, storage.
Yeah.
So I flipped them on the side or on its back, and I just put loose Funkos, 3 for $10, and you're going to be able to dig. I put some good ones in there just to get rid of them. People can dig. Got some loose action figures here, individually priced. You try to appeal to everyone. We have only a smattering of video games that we're bringing, just some collector stuff. All the systems are going to go to our toy show in Christmas. And then, here's the plush, and then the Barbies in the back. On the side here, I've always had this as a plush bin, and so this time I don't have a lot of plush to get rid of. I got an Eevee poking out here, but this is going to be a Lala Loopsy bin. Lala Loopsy, and then Cabbage Patch with, a couple plushes that we want to display. We have one shelf of actual in-box Funkos, but these are the Handmade Robots Knit series. And then you come around here, and just some in-the-box Funkos that we still holding on to. Poison Ivy, that's a good one, that's $50. The Kane double pack with Edge is a $30. And then these are the ones that we picked up recently. The buy two, get one free just to have some stock. We got the 4-piece set from Target, and these are hard to find now. Can't pick them up at the store anymore. And then just some other toys that we've picked up. Here's a close look at the Rolling Stones Mick Jagger. This is a $200 toy on eBay, but to get it sold, I'm putting $120 on it. I'd really like to chase that Hellboy line, but trying to find all those guys, especially that Angel of Death, is going to be too much money to chase. Only 4 more pieces to collect this line, but extremely hard to find. And then we have posters. We don't know what our setup's going to be. We have 2 tables, right?
We don't know where our placement
Yeah, we don't know what our placement is. We've got an end caps and we've got an aisle. So we are planning for the worst, which is basically the aisles. You have an end cap where you have an L shape. The corners provide you a little bit more room for posters, and they're quite collectible. You have a Kroll video store promo poster that would come with a cardboard stand. Then you have a super rare Return of the Living Dead promo poster that would be put out before the movie came out. So it's before a movie poster would even be produced. So $250 on this one. And I have the VHS. There's the spare parts poster I found a frame for at a Goodwill. Doing some research on this one. This is a red border original Howling movie poster. So I can't find a sold comp, so I'm starting it high. Got that off the ceiling. Slaughter High. Got $100 on that. This is a newer Poltergeist. $30 for this. Necropolis. $30 for that. And then Friday the 13th Part 5. Cool poster. I just wish I would have had a little bit more of a character focus on the poster, but it's still a $100 poster, just the way it is. Now, we've talked a little bit about Disney, vintage Disney as well. We have the Magic Kingdom down there, Weebles. I hope to see you guys out at the toy show. Mesa Toy Con 2024.
AZ Toy Con.
AZ Toy Con, the Mesa Convention Center. Hope to see you there.